Live from the Simi Valley Isoplex, it's time for Cal State Northridge hockey. Tonight, the number 12 ranked Matadors face off against the number 7 ranked University of Denver Pioneers. Good evening, everyone. Delighted to have you along tonight. I'm Travis Van Ode. The Matadors kicked off 2017 going 2-1 at the Texas A&M MLK Showcase. They beat Texas, and Texas State but came up just short to number 17 A&M 2-1. CSUN dropped from 9th to 12th in the West Region poll, but they're still in the final regional spot. January is the month that makes or breaks your season, and this weekend in particular is very important for the Matadors. It'll be the first time they play top 10 teams back-to-back. So this will be a great chance for Matadors to cement a regional spot. It won't be easy, though, as Denver always has a good team, and the Matadors will still be without their captain Alex Ryans due to injury. Denver's also 2-0 against Matadors all time. The Pioneers started their 4-game SoCal road trip last night against Fullerton, and they won 10-0. Denver also is having a bounce-back season after missing regionals last year for the first time since 2012. So the stage is set for this huge homestand. Coming up next, we'll preview the goaltending matchup and drop the puck for CSUN and Denver on the Matadors Sports Network. The starting goaltenders for the University of Denver will be their number 1, Joey Halleck. He's a sophomore from Inglewood, Colorado. 9th start of the season, 4-3-0-1 record, 3.79 goals against average, and an .882 save percentage. And for the Matadors, it'll be Vincent Zeppi, the sophomore from Simi Valley. His 11th start of the season, 12th appearance, 8-1-0-1 record, 2.61 goals against average, a .909 save percentage, and 1 shutout. Third ever meeting between CSUN and Denver. It's the first not at a showcase. The first ever meeting was at the San Jose State Gold Rush Showcase. 2 years ago at the Texas A&M Showcase. Matadors start their top line of Garrett Hefty at center on this top line with Drew Legaly and Eli Berengut. Levi Bowles, Will Lessick, the starting defenseman. Alex Ryan still out of the lineup due to a lower body injury. Berengut to Legaly, has some room to operate. He'll send it on goal. Halleck will let it out. It's picked up by the defenseman Hunter Hartman. Takes a rough ride from Hefty, but countering Denver. Lessick stands up Sam Yock. Played back in by Hefty. And back to Collette. John Kiernan. Kiernan up the wing. Evan Wright fresh off the bench. Forces a turnover. Back comes DU to the Matador stripe. Lessick to Tommy Pang. Pang creeping in. Fires. Blocked by the defenseman. Pang given a rough ride by press to make it Peyton Norder. Norder then will shove right. Denver able to just clear out. Tarek Morales back in as CSUN touches up. Just under a minute into this one. Halleck tees it up for Hartman. Sends to the far side. Michael Stevens pinched off, but once again here comes Denver. Brian Desmond, their leading scorer, out front for Chris Koukas. It's stopped by Seppi. Loose on the goal line, and Seppi's got it covered. What a look there for Chris Koukas, the Brentwood, California native. He's a junior. Good early save from Vince Seppi. Scratch tonight for the Matadors. Michael Zachary, Brian Wright, who's out with an injury. Hans Worms-Dobler, we talked about Ryans. Kevin Stanke, and Tyler Pearson, the third-string goalie. Matadors win the draw. It's cleared out by Mason Ewan. Barron got to get there first to wash out the icing. The top line already back over the boards. Norder pinning up Barron Gut. Desmond comes in to help. Desmond 31 goals, 44 points to lead the Pioneers. Koukas 30 assists to lead DU. Evan Sharpshire shot blocked, and Ewan will play it back in. Norder with time. Weighing his options, turns it over to Barron Gut. Barron Gut stabs to Legale, back to Barron Gut. Over top. Sharpshire down the wall for Hefty, back to Sharpshire, but out of his reach, he'll have to chase. Both teams rolling changes, 2 minutes into the hockey game. Sharpshire's pass picked off. DU looking for another opportunity. Max Goen laying the body on Garrett Howe-Hennessian. And Hefty will clear to neutral ice. John Enzer to the far side. And it's dropped by Alec Pellegrino. Comes to the crease. Seppi covers up. Seppi sharp early. Neither Seppi or Brandon Calvo to have faced Denver. Matadors last played DU, as I said, at the Texas A&M MLK Showcase 2 years ago. That was the year before Calvoda and Seppi joined the team. Kevin Noonan got the start that day, and Denver walloped the Matadors' first game of that tournament 9-1. Enzer. Pass picked off by Ellis Borgucci into Goen. He'll shovel it in deep. Denver is going to be the toughest team Matadors play at home this season. 7th ranked, looking to get back to regionals. Lessick will clear out. It's picked up by Bowles. Bowles will chip it in deep. Isaac Broke gets on the forecheck. Bowles will pick up the loose puck. Bowles in behind the net and taken by Enzer. Enzer gets around Brote. Denver, big physical club, some speed as well. Played on Seppi, and he'll keep it held as Trevor Jensen arrives at the crease. A couple of California natives for Denver. Jensen's one of them from San Jose. We already talked about Koukas. Desmond is from Coto de Casa, as well as Howe-Hennessian. They played Fullerton last night in Artesia, so definitely a homecoming for both Desmond and Howe-Hennessian. John Blasco rides down Jensen, cleared up by Quinton Abaya. Taken by Hartman. He dishes off to Morgan Phipps. John Michael Lauren trying to go the other way, runs into a Pioneer. Josh Rubin centering pass off the stick of Jonathan Miller. DU gets on the forecheck. Blasco trying to get away from Rubin. Picked up by Jensen, angled back to the line. Shot goes wide of the net, but a Pioneer was in the crease, dislodging the net. As Hartman with the opportunity. Both of these teams coming off of showcases. Of course, Matadors went 2-1 at the Texas A&M Showcase. Denver was part of the group of Colorado teams that hosted the inaugural Big Mountain Classic, and DU did very well there, going 2-1-1. Overtime loss to Weber State 6-5, but then they beat Arizona State, beat UNLV, which is a huge win for Denver, and the reason they rise, they are in the 7th spot, I should say, and then they lost to NAU. Blasco, possible 2-on-1. Brote's in front. Blasco fires, and it's stopped by Halleck. What a glove save from Joey Halleck. Matadors have seen neither Halleck nor Marcus Hurd. Both of them were not on Denver the last time these two teams played one another. 16-11 remaining in the first. So glad you've tuned in. So good to be back home. Matadors unfortunately had to spend a couple more days in Texas due to tornado warnings. Finally got out Tuesday. Sam Yock's shot blocked, picked up by Blasco. Blasco on around for Abaya. He takes a look. Held in at the point by Phipps. Down the wall, Chris Lugg given a rough ride by Blasco, who's bringing the physical edge to begin, taken by Morales. Morales dishes off to Brote, now Lauren. Lauren flips ahead for Blasco, trying to settle. He's upended, picked up by Brote. Brote pulls up, fires, kicked out by Halleck, and sent away by Denver. Sharpshire fresh off the bench, back in. Halleck misplays it! Oh, Cameron Rorick out front, a glorious opportunity. But he fanned on the shot. Laid in by Yock. Remember that one early on. Halleck, terrible misplay with the puck off the boards. Right will clear out off of the body of Desmond, and then right hammers down Desmond. Matadors so far meeting Denver toe-to-toe physically. Ewan on around for right. Closed in on by Kukas. Now taken by Rorick. Rorick is up on this second line. Filling in for Hefty, who again is the center for the top line with Ryans out. Perhaps could get in tomorrow night against BYU. We'll see. Michael Stevens down the wall, deflects away from Desmond. Right will try to clear out. He's successful. Punched right back in by Stevens. DU touches up. 14-20 remaining in the first. Stretched all the way up the ice. And that'll go for icing. Denver scores a lot. 5.88 goals for average, but they also give up a lot of goals. 4.08. Matadors now 5.24 goals against average, so a little, or goals for average, a little lower. But their goals against much better, albeit against much weaker competition overall. Denver plays a very tough schedule, but the Matadors' goals against is 2.60. Sharpshire, pressured by Hauhanessian, able to skate away. Legale middle of the ice for Baron-Gut. Baron-Gut all by himself. Dangles around John Kiernan. Dishes back for Hefty. Hefty on around as the Matadors completed a change. Lessick fumbles the puck out. Countering Hauhanessian. Angled off by Bowles. Now taken by Alec Pellegrino. There's two Pellegrinos. They're both from Swansea, Illinois. Baron-Gut loses the puck. Sharp angle shot off the side of the net. Delayed penalty upcoming to DU. Lessick on around for Legale. Vince doesn't realize there's a delayed penalty. Now he does. Bowles to Hefty. Baron-Gut. Extra attackers out at Sharpshire. Baron-Gut fires, followed up by Halleck. Baron-Gut tried to curl it in front, denied, and the whistle goes. First power play for CSUN at 13:21. Be a holding call. Tough to see who's in the box. It's Alec Pellegrino. The Matador power play overall in the year, 31%, 37.2% here at home. They went 3 for 10 in Texas, 30%, so Matadors will certainly take that, although they had opportunities in the A&M game to tie it on the power play, but came up empty. Bowles shot stopped by Halleck. This is the second unit starting for the Matadors. Denver able to clear out. Bowles to Borgugian. Borgugian will ring it around. 50-50 puck. Desmond drops it off and DU clears out. 1:15 remaining on the power play. Rorick. Pressured by Rubin, sends ahead, taken over by Jensen. Rorick once more. Looking for a cleaner breakout. Drops for Bowles. Now Legale, who will play it in deep. Matadors will get the top unit out, but Denver will clear the rest of the way. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. Rourke, again pressured by Rubin, sends to Hefty. Morales. Matadors are set up with 38 seconds remaining on the power play. Legale taps back Baron Gut, returns to Legale. Open for a shot, takes it, stopped by Halleck. Rebound cleared out. Lauren with a drive, doesn't get on goal. Baron Gut trying to get the rebound bid. Hefty pivot, sends back for Baron Gut. Fires, scores! Eli Barron got a CNI shot past Halleck. Matadors strike on the power play at 11:38. They're up 1. Barron got reties Ryans for the team lead. 19 goals. It's his 5th power play goal as well. Nice job by the Matadors to stick with it. And it pays off. Lasko is doing battle with Shane Bennett. Comes back to the line. Lessick a drive held by Halleck. Good start for CSUN. First home game of 2017. Or 8-0 heading into the San Diego State game to finish off 2016. Lost 6-5. Their first home loss of the season. Bring it back to winning ways here at the Simi Valley Isoplex. Pressures. DU able to take possession. And they'll skate through neutral ice. Desmond has his pocket picked. Kukas sends ahead of Desmond. The goal does go to Baron Gut. Hefty and Legale pick up the assists. For Hefty, he continues a point streak. It's 4 games in a row. Denver looking for a response. Lessick will clear out. Sent back from where it came by Norder. Norder scored his first goal of the season last night against Fullerton. Titans only had 10 players from what we understand. Tough times continue for Cal State Fullerton. Ewan deflected on by Borgugian. Good save from Halleck. That's his best stop of the hockey game so far. What a deflection by Borgugian. Ewan will flip back in. Trevor West gets on the forecheck. Phipps pass, doesn't connect. Ewan can't hold the zone, it's offside. 10:04 remaining in the first. Eli Barron gets on the power play so far for the Matadors when they've scored first this year. 14-0-0-1. The one tie to San Jose State, the lone blemish. When DU has given up the first goal of the game, they're 2-6. Still a long way to go in this hockey game. Sharpshire to Ewan. West stepped up on by Alec Pellegrino, taken back by Ewan and cleared out. Strong first period for Mason Ewan. Played on Seppi, and he'll keep it held as Anthony Pellegrino lurks around. So Anthony's a freshman at DU. Alec is a sophomore. Change in lines for both teams. The first ever meeting up in San Jose was actually in Fremont. DU won 3-1. That was the first year the Matadors were in Division II. And considering they only lost by 2 that year to a very good DU team, that was kind of a victory actually at the time for the Matadors. Second meeting at College Station was definitely disappointing. Matadors were 2 spots higher in the rankings, 13th at the time. But they were whitewashed, make it 9-1. Peng to Rourke, gets his head up. Sends ahead of Lauren. Kyle Sun's pass picked up by Morales. He'll go caddy corner. Enzer closed in on by Peng. Shovels it around. Right steps up, held on by Morales. Drive wide of the net. Lauren hustles to hold the zone. Sends down low for Rourke. Rourke pressured by Jensen. Rourke still with the puck again, hit by Jensen. Cluster players dig out, pride free by DU and sent out. Well, that'll go for icing. 8:46 remaining in the first. Denver on the road, including last night's game. Actually, beg your pardon, not including last night's game. 3-3, so now they are 4-3. Away from the Joey Burns Center where the University of Denver NCAA team plays. Hefty wins the face-off forward. Matadors at possession. Hefty centering pass denied, then comes to Halleck, and he keeps it out. Enzer trying to get away from Legale. Beringet almost steals, but it works out in DU's favor. Lessig back in as there's a prone Pioneer far side of the ice. Up and looks all right. It appears to be Miller's. Once again, DU's called for icing. It is Miller on that far side. Looks to be all right for Denver. Another offensive zone face-off for the Matadors. Beringet against Bennett. Bennett wins the draw. Kept alive by Lessig. Now played out, and this will not go far enough for icing. DU will finally get a change they need. Bowles to Lessig. Beringet deflects it off of Hartman to Halleck. Has a bit of trouble with it. Actually came out. Oh boy, Joey Halleck. Bit shaky in the first period for Denver. Sharpshare closed in on by Bennett. Shovels it around. A couple of Matadors trying to clear. It's kept alive by Lug. Out front taken by Abaya. Abaya back checked by Yak. Will send it in deep. Matadors a roll of change. Abaya the lone forechecker. Losing an edge. Hartman. Abaya back for Sharpshare. Kicked out by Halleck. Abaya once more on around. Taken by Hartman. Just sends it right to Blasco. Blasco to Sharpshare. Another save from Halleck. He's been under siege in the first period. Sharpshare again over top. Blasco cycles. Hartman steps in the open lane. Once again, the Matadors hold the zone. Shot by Sharpshare again. Doesn't get on goal. Evan Sharpshare, nothing but shooting on this shift. And it's causing havoc on Halleck and the DU defense. Ewan's turn at the point. Sends it back from where it came. Blasco goes to work on Kiernan. Finally, DU able to clear out. Won't go for icing. Morales first on it. Checked by Lug. Sends to Abaya. Abaya back around. Trying to settle the play. Sharpshare get around to the forward check. Going. Looking to get up ice. Delayed penalty coming to Denver. Shoveled in deep. West touches first. Extra attacker is Beringet. Morales fires. Glove save Halleck. Big rebound is touched by Stevens. Matadors' second power play at 6:12. This is going to be the leading scorer. Desmond going off for tripping. Matadors 1 for 1 on the power play. Eli Barron got the lone goal. This time the top unit starts the power play. Hefty will take the draw against Kukas. Kukas wins it to Norder. Held in by Lauren and now punched out. Lawrence. Kukas will peel away. They'll run a controlled breakout. Lauren taking it himself, will flip it in deep, get on the forecheck. The 2-6s go to work. Lauren will skate away from Sun. Denver steals and sends it packing. 1:25 remaining on the power play. Matadors very patient with the puck. Barron got to Hefty. What a A&M showcase for Hefty. Led the team in goals with 4. Had 2 on his 21st birthday. Being against Texas State. Oh, that's a bad play from Lauren. Fumbled it outside. Doesn't cost him, though, and Barron will chip it in deep. Kiernan with opportunity to clear. Will. Coming up on the 52nd mark of the power play. Kukas hammers Bowles. Digs the puck free. Out front. Chip just wide by Alec Pellegrino. Out front again. Kukas stopped by Seppi. 2 chances shorthanded for Alec Pellegrino and Kukas. Seppi a nice save. 32 seconds remaining on the power play. Borgugian drops for Blasco. Matadors once again set up. Bowles returns to Blasco. Has a shooting lane. Chips over top. Rorick now. Try to leave for Borgugian, taken away and sent out. Denver, the first time these two teams played one another, scored a shorty in Fremont. Came very close there. Desmond is up as it's sent through Jensen, and he's back out on the ice. Matadors 1 for 2 on the power play. 4:08 remaining in the first. Another chance for DU. Matadors dodgeable as Jensen couldn't handle the puck in front. Ewan flips back in, and it goes out of play. Face-off will be in neutral ice in the center circle, pretty much where Ewan was. Stay tuned during the first intermission. I'll recap the stats and scoring plays, and we'll talk about the latest West Region ranking, which came out on Wednesday. Matadors unfortunately dropped to 12th, but they're still in a regional spot. Denver 7th, firmly in a regional spot. Right now, they would get the bye to day 2. Remember, 9 plays 12, 10 plays 11 the first day of regionals. So the Matadors right now would play the team they're playing tomorrow here, BYU, the first day of regionals. Looking forward to another meeting against the Cougars. But first things first, Matadors trying for a big win as they ice the puck against Denver here tonight. This is a huge homestand. First time this season the Matadors have played back-to-back top 10 teams. Matadors do well. It could solidify a regional spot for them. Hefty against Bennett on the draw. Hefty wins to Sharpshire. We'll chip it out. Legale didn't know the puck was coming. Picked up by Denver. Lug drops out of the reach of Bennett. Sharpshire again to Legale this time, and he'll clear out. Kiernan back in his DU, touches up. Ewan closed in on by Bennett's got to be careful. Able to spin away. Lug then picks his pocket off the skate of Hefty. Legale tape to Barron gut, but the corner door opened up. Down to our left. So play goes. 3:12 remaining in the first. And when you take a look at where the Matadors are right now, 12th, it kind of makes sense when you look at how they've done against ranked teams. Against higher ranked teams currently, they're 1-2. Their one win coming against San Diego State. Lost to NAU and a loss to San Diego State. Against teams ranked lower than them, they're 4-1. Well, it certainly makes sense. Matadors are 12th right now, just based on head-to-head with ranked teams. Matadors 13-1 against non-ranked teams this year. The one loss coming against Long Beach State, 1-0. Certainly belong in the conversation. Will the Matadors make regionals for the first time in their Division II history? Tonight's game will go a long way to deciding that. One of the best teams Matadors will play all year in Denver. 2.5 remaining in the first. DU clears out one-on-one. Desmond against Lessick. Good defensive play by Lessick. And then he blocks Desmond's centering pass. Jacob Steinfeld, his first shift, sends to Bowles, who would chip it wide of the net. Matadors will completely change up ice, and Halleck will cover up. 2:16 remaining in the opening period. Jacob Steinfeld getting back in the lineup tonight for the Matadors. He is the 13th forward. And Brian Wright and Alex Ryans battling injuries. Ryans would certainly be in tonight. The captain for the Matadors got hurt the first game of the A&M Showcase. about halfway through and didn't play the final 2 games. Matadors really missed him against A&M. He seems to do really well as Matadors are called for a hand pass against A&M and in big games like that in particular. Back and forth action the last few minutes of this first period. Face-off will be on the Matadors side of the red line as they were called, of course, for the hand pass. Blasco takes the draw against Anthony Pellegrino. Blasco hacks it forward. Broat hustles, but Norder will get there ahead of him. Norder, a big boy for the Pioneers. Breakout pass doesn't work. Abaya leaves for Broat. Off a Pioneer. Sent ahead. Possible 3-on-2. Pass from Anthony Pellegrino. Fanned on it. Norder at the point shoots. Stopped by Seppi. Abaya takes a look, giving a rough ride down to the ice by Hauhanessian. Matadors survive and they'll regroup. Morales to Lauren. Out of the reach of Broat. Norder takes. 1.5 remaining in the first. No icing. Could have been touched by Morales. Morales flips it ahead through Broat. Matadors passing on this shift. Not the best. Denver, some solid neutral zone play as well. Morales to Blasco. Banks to Legale. Passing getting better. Matadors clear out. Kiernan taken by Lauren then. 1 minute remaining in the first. Blasco will chip it into DU territory. Right back out by Hartman. Pass out of the reach of Hauhanessian. Morales back up that wing. Hops to stick of Baron Guts. Hartman. DU has to get onside. Blasco with a bit of time. Closed in on by Jensen. Dishes off to Lauren. Tough play. Comes into the slot ahead of Miller. Matadors really being hemmed up in their own zone late in the first. 22 seconds left. Matadors just need to survive. Baron Guts flips it ahead to Legale. 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-2 as Sharpshare joins the rush, but there's going to be a penalty behind the play. Jensen comes up covered in snow, make that. That was Jensen. So Morales is going to go to the box. Remember, he took a 5-minute major for face masking in the A&M game and got a game misconduct. Didn't see what happened, was totally behind the play. DU will get their first power play with 13 seconds remaining in the first. Huge face-off. DU wins it. Hartman one touches. Shot just wide. Good look there from Kukas, the forward, on the point on the power play. Pass fanned on by Desmond. Now sends it in front. Kukas on goal just as the buzzer went. Stays out, and the Matadors will head into the dressing room up 1-0. Their penalty kill now over on the season, 82.8%, very good number. 80.9% here at home. They went 17 for 19 in Texas. They survived that little surge by Denver. Baron Gut on the power play. Team leading 19th on the year, 5th power play goal. Garrett Hefty and Drew Legale draw the assist. We'll have more stats for you when we come back in just a few moments. Matadors up 1-0 on the Matadors Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Manotti. Into the first period, number 12, Cal State Northridge 1. Number 7, Denver, no score. Eli Barringut's the lone goal so far on the power play at 11:38. Ties Alex Ryans for the team lead, 19th of the season. Also his 5th power play goal. Assists from Garrett Hefty, who continues to have a strong 2017. And Drew Legaly. Shots on goal were even, 11 apiece. Matadors went 1 for 2 on the power play in the first. Denver will get the remainder of their first power play to begin the second. And if we get any more changes in the scoring play, we'll let you know. But a solid opening 20 minutes for the Matadors. And this has kind of been their MO. The last few seasons, they will certainly play up to teams. We've seen it time and time again. Matadors played very well against Arizona State, Wyoming, even NAU. They do tend to play down to teams, though. We'll see how it goes the rest of the day with the weaker competition that they're going to see, particularly a week from tonight at Cal State Fullerton. That's going to be a huge WCHC conference game for the Matadors, their final WCHC conference game. But Denver is the focus tonight. Went toe for toe with the Pioneers in the first period physically. Shots on goal, yes, 11 apiece, but I would venture to say the Matadors actually had a little bit more shots on goal than Denver. But we'll always trust our public address / statistician Brian Melblom down there in between the penalty boxes. Nonetheless, a very solid opening 20 minutes for the Matadors. They have a 1-0 lead. We'll come back in just a few moments. We'll talk about the newest West Region ranking, which came out on a Wednesday, as the Matadors sitting 12th. Oh, so precarious in a regional spot. That's next on the Matadors Sports Network. Once again, back at the Simi Valley Isoplex, I'm Travis Manotti. Into the first period, number 12, Cal State Northridge 1, number 7, Denver, no score. Time now to take a look at the latest West Region ranking, which came out on a Wednesday. Williston State College in North Dakota still the number 1 team in the West Region. And the second team in an auto bid spot is once again UNLV, despite the fact that UNLV dropped a couple of games at the Big Mountain Classic in Colorado. Northern Arizona remains at 3. Utah State remains at 4. Northern Colorado remains at 5. Weber State 6. Denver 7. This is where the changes come. Metro State moves up to 8 due to their strong start to 2017. And BYU as well. BYU beat Utah State and lost just by 1 to Division I Utah. So that moves BYU up to number 9, which was the Matadors spot heading into the new year. San Diego State then drops to 10. UTEP is 11, and CSUN holds on to the final regional spot right now at 12. So the first day regionals matchups right now would be BYU against CSUN and San Diego State against UTEP. Teams on the outside looking in. Colorado is 13th. Cal is still 14th. They are still hanging around, unbelievably. Who would have thought that heading into the season? Arizona State 15. Boise State 16. Boise State really dropped in the latest ranking. Wyoming 17. Texas A&M actually drops one spot to 18, despite the fact, well, they did lose to Washington at their showcase, but then they beat the Matadors. Still drop one spot. Washington is 19, and Montana Tech takes over the 20 spot from San Jose State. San Jose State was in SoCal last weekend. They lost to USC. That's a bad loss. They tied San Diego State twice, which are okay results, I suppose. And then they won their last game. I believe it was against Fullerton. Yes, it was against Fullerton, and they beat the Titans handedly. But San Jose State still drops out of the top 20, and Montana Tech now the final team in the ranking. As we said during the pregame show, January makes or breaks your season. And it's always interesting to see how teams come out of the holiday break. Teams like Metro State, BYU, so far so good. For CSUN, okay results. Again, they really missed Alex Ryans against A&M, unfortunately, but only lost 2-1. As a matter of fact, 3 of the 4 losses this season for CSUN have been just by 1 goal. The lone exception was the NAU game. They lost 7-4, but they lost 1-0 to Long Beach State, lost 6-5 to San Diego State, and lost 2-1 to Texas A&M. So had things gone a little differently in those 3 games, especially that Long Beach game, Matadors could be looking at a 1-loss, 1-tie season right now, as opposed to a 4-loss, 1-tie season, but still a very good record of 24-0-1 in their goal differential. That's kind of what's keeping them in the regionals hunt. They are 5th right now in the West region in average goal differential. So if the Matadors can keep that goal differential where it's at, continue to win, that winning percentage as well, that's what's keeping the Matadors in. It's their strength of schedule which is kind of hurting them, but games like this really going to bump it up. They're going to play UNLV the final week of the regular season. If they keep those games close, they take care of business the rest of the way, Matadors should find themselves in a regional spot. Zam is off the ice. We'll take one more break. Coming up next, second period action from the Simi Valley Isoplex. Number 12, CSUN leading number 7, Denver, 1-0 on the Matadors Sports Network. Travis Vandody back with you at the Simi Valley Isoplex. Start of the second period. Matadors will be making their way back out onto the ice in just a moment. They hold a 1-0 lead over Denver. Eli Berengut, lone goal on the power play from Hefty and Legale. Denver will start the second period on their first power play. A couple of corrections penalty-wise. The first penalty of the game to Alec Pellegrino was actually a board. The ref had his back turned to me. He thought it was a hold, but it was actually called a board. And the penalty to Tarek Morales officially called cross-checking. Shots on goal, 11 apiece. Matadors went leading after the first period of play this year. Perfect 11-0. 5-0 here on home ice. Denver went trailing after the first period of play, 1-6, 0-1. They are 0-3 on the road. But again, just throw out those stats if you like. Just kind of general trends of what happens this season when those teams are in those situations. But Denver, obviously a quality opponent. Very impressed by them in the first period. A lot of speed, a lot of physicality. They run deep as well. That's what we've always seen from Denver. 14 seconds have elapsed on Morales' cross-checking penalty. A win tonight for the Matadors would go a long way in perhaps securing a regional spot. Berengut, Legale, Lessick, and Bowles will start the period on the PK. All the top guns for DU. Desmond's lined up on the far side. Kukas, along with Kiernan. Kukas will once again be one of the point men, along with Hartman and Alec Pellegrino. Four-man officiating crew as always, now in the ACHA. They let them play in the first period for the most part. Berengut settles in to take the opening face-off to the second period against Alec Pellegrino. Matadors banging their sticks on the boards. DU certainly getting a much stiffer test tonight than they did last night against Fullerton. A 10-0 whitewashing of the Titans. DU controls the draw. Hartman to Desmond with speed. Being watched by Lessick. DU's set up. Kukas to Desmond. Back to Kukas. Stopped by Seppi. Desmond trying to hold the zone. Lessick doing battle with him. 1:17 remaining on the power play. DU wins possession. Alec Pellegrino with a drive. Wide. Went through the wickets of Bowles. Luckily for the Matadors, didn't deflect off of Bowles. Hartman. Shoot, stopped by Seppi. Out aggressively at the top of the crease. Worked out front again. Desmond is robbed by Seppi, and it's just cleared out. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. All zone time for DU. Fumbled outside the zone. Dropped for Kukas. Nice stick from Bowles. It's a rise out of the CSUN bench. Played in wide of the cage. Lessing and Desmond once more will go to work. Sent back for Alec Pellegrino. Desmond blocks the half wall. Shoots, blocked by Lessick outside the zone. Matadors haven't gotten a change yet either, but it's the beginning of the period. They don't look tired. Bowles sends it around for Lessick. Back from where it came. Legale closed in on by Desmond. He'll just pin the puck up. Legale curls away. 7 seconds remaining on the power play. Yock fires. Hits Bowles out front. Fired on, stopped by Seppi. Morales out of the box. Berengut tried to stretch it to him. Eventually does get to Morales. All by himself, 1-on-2. Dangling, drops for Sharpshire fresh off the bench. Nice kill for CSUN. Denver 0 for 1 on the power play. 17:55 remaining in the second. Rourke, stick checked away by Bennett. Rourke takes the puck back. Rourke to Evan Wright. Back in bid, stopped by Halleck. Rebound, pried in by Wright. It didn't cross the line. Halleck again lets out a rebound. Makes the second stop on a right, still 1-0. Denver will get a new line out there. It's still what's now the Rorick line. Again, Rorick is filling in for Hefty on this second line as Hefty fills in for Ryans on the top line. Ryans, the captain for the Matadors, out with a lower body injury. Rorick wins to Sharpshare. Now Ewan. Good first period for Mason Ewan. Right. Hops the stick of Rorick. Alec Pellegrino takes a look and sends to Hal Hennessian. Ewan to right. Flip it in. Settled by Alec Pellegrino. Now it's the Matadors' turn to hem in DU in neutral ice. Going. Able to work it past Hartman. Cycles the puck. West after it. Picked up first by Kiernan. Kept alive by Ewan. Tried to center for Goen. Bothered just enough. DU clears out. West back in. Borgugian gets in on Kiernan. Kiernan furiously trying to clear. He will. Settled by Lauren. Pocket pick by Hal Hennessian. One-on-one with Morales. Shoots. Blocked by Morales. Strong defensive play for the Matadors continuing. Drive for the line. Goes over top. Matadors clear out. West met by Anthony Pellegrino. Then shoved by Hal Hennessian. Stretched up the wing. Alec Pellegrino turns it over to Morales. Going, makes sure he gains the red line, plays it on the DU net. Punched up the wing by Sun. Held in by Borgugi and then forced out. A loose glove right in the center circle. Hacked right in front of the DU bench by Enzer. Matadors send out and settled by Sun. 16 minutes remaining in the second. Lauren almost able to steal that lead pass. Worked in. Bulls takes for the CSUN. Lauren ahead. Matadors break out. Pass from Board, make it Blasco off a stick. Desmond turns it over to Bro. Leaves for Abaya. Abaya gets around Desmond. Shoot. Stopped by Halleck. Abaya again. Reverses for Blasco. Up top finds Bulls. Shot. Stopped by Halleck. Offensive surge for CSUN. Bulls again. Walks the line, dishes off Blasco. Wide of the net. Lesick holds in to Brote. Stick chipped away by Kukas. Sends all the way down. That'll be icing. 15:08 remaining in the second. Pretty good showing here at the Isoplex for a 10 p.m. game. Certainly appreciate those of you tuning in Colorado. It is just past midnight. There. It's been a good one so far. These two teams very evenly matched. DU survives the icing call, but they can't change yet. Again, still early in the period. They shouldn't be too tired. Ewan's stretch pass ahead of Hefty. Icing on the Matadors. Play slowing in the second period. 14:49 remaining in the middle frame. This is Denver's best period goal differential-wise. Plus 25. Matadors, they've been a third period team all year. They get better as the game goes along. Now a plus 17 in first periods, plus 19 in second, plus 30 in thirds. Matadors win the draw and sent out. Baron Gut can't stab it around the DU defender. Pass from Hefty deflects to Sharpshare. Off of Hartman. Takes a DU bounce. Bennett can't do anything with it. Countering Ewan. Shot skitters wide of the net. This might be Ewan's best game as a Matador. It's been very visible tonight. Oh, Bennett wipes out. Denying what could have been a possible 2-on-1 for DU. Sent back in by Yock. Seppi leaves for Sharpshare. Flushed out, will reverse for Ewan. Ewan through Baron Gut. Flip right back in by Enzer. Both teams trying to get a handle on this second period. Both teams have had surges offensively. It's been Seppi and Halleck who have really been the stars so far in this middle frame. Ewan's pass ahead of Sharpshire. Both teams doing a really good job in the neutral zone as well. Ewan uses the glass, gets it down the ice. Barron going to get there first to wash out the icing, as he's done time and time again in his Matador career. No Matador in front, 2-on-2 for Denver. Jensen make that Alec Pellegrino into the crease, and Seppi's got it underneath him. Bit of a hack as well from Hal Hennessian as the whistle went. Nice counter punch by DU. Another opportunity for Alec Pellegrino. Seppi another save. 13-19 remaining in the middle frame. Eli Barrongut on the power play in the first. The difference. Rorick takes the draw and wins it. Shoved around by Lauren. And it goes out of play. Denver, member of the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League. That conference now with 7 teams, one short of an auto bid position. That's one of the strongest conferences in the West region. You could make the case it is the strongest. Utah State, BYU, Montana Tech, Weber State in that conference, just to name a few. Pang goes caddy corner, right on the forward check. Norder gets there first. Norder able to find Hal Hennessian. Will clear it off of Pang. Pang back in is, boy, Hal Hennessian really paid the price to clear that puck. Alec Pellegrino from out top over the net. Lauren slips a hit. Kept alive by Alec Pellegrino. He's been one of the more noticeable pioneers tonight. Lauren's kind of fighting the puck as well for CSUN. Rorick to Pang. Matador's got to get it clear. Denver with an aggressive forecheck yields a turnover. Right, a good stick to force it out. Period of long change. Matadors will get that change safely. Alec Pellegrino toe drags around Lauren. Pellegrino out front, denied by the back check of Rorick. Back to collect Kiernan. Kiernan stretches it ahead. Pass works out to Kukis. Kukis drops for Stevens. Checked down by West. Great defensive hockey, both sides tonight. Kiernan creeping in, gets around West, out front. Oh, what a save by Seppi. Vince Seppi robs Brian Desmond. Puck comes to neutral ice. Lauren gets on his horse. West trying to play in. Goen will stab just inside the blue line. Play to Hartman. Pass behind Desmond, picked up by West. West back into DU territory. This is Matador's fourth line against the top guns for DU. So far, so good, but certainly a mismatch. Borgugian shot stop by Halleck. What a shift for the Matador's fourth line. Against the top guns for DU, they bend but don't break. Bulls goes low, and that'll be a penalty. DU to the power play at 10:45. You can see what Bowles was trying to do there, but just went a little too low. Interference, the official call. Denver's second power play, they're 0 for 1. First penalty of the second period. Matador's had the first 2 power plays. Denver has now had the last 2 in this hockey game. Baron Guts picks up the loose puck. It's taken by Yock. Sends this way for Bennett. Legale, the other forward. Sharpshire and Ewan, the defenseman. 20 seconds gone by in the DU power play. Bennett winding it up through the neutral ice. Cuts in front, fires just wide. What a look there for Shane Bennett, the Denver native. Jensen holds in. Sent back to Jensen. Yak with a shot, fought off by Seppi. And it'll come to neutral ice. Jensen to Yak. Now Bennett. Little toe drag, but DU's onside. Bennett, little flip play to Yak. Yak shoots, pad save, Seppi, rebound, kept out. Jensen to Yak, fall off by Seppi. Seppi able to regather himself, make another save. DU all kinds of pressure. Jensen with a shot, fought off by Seppi, then it's Pride home. Just too much pressure by DU. And they strike on the power play. That is Garrett Halhanessian, and at 9:31, the score's tied at 1. But both goals tonight have come on the power play. Both teams are 1 for 2 on the man advantage. It should be Halhanessian's 5th goal of the season, 2nd power play goal, but wait for official word. Big drive around top by Desmond, stopped by Seppi. Again, don't see DU a lot, but that seemed to be their 2nd power play unit that was out the entire time. That hit pay dirt. Rorick now the other way. Shoot, stopped by Halleck. Rebound, pried into him by Wright, stopped by Halleck. Halleck, a much stronger second period for DU. The number 1 goalie for the Pioneers, Desmond. Turns the puck over to Lauren. And it does go to Halhanessian. Yak and Bennett pick up the assists. Matadors trying to answer. They were able to clear out the puck, but not ever past the red line. And finally, all that pressure just got to them. Shot by Lauren blocked. They'll take it the red line. Just past the halfway mark of the hockey game. It's been a good one. Kukis, little chip play to himself. Borgugian checks him down. Looked like Borgugian was going to get the worst end of it, but ended up checking down Chris Kukis. Stolen in deep. Worked wide of the net by Halhanessian. DU's coming. Fumbled outside the zone by Phipps. Matadors all kinds of time to break out the other way. Finally, Anthony Pellegrino touches up. Morales played in deep. West gets on the forecheck. West first on the puck. Pinned up by Norder. Back to the line, Bulls. Pass off a stick. Last goal cycle for Broats. Broats pass off a Norder. Anthony Pellegrino to Halhanessian. Lessig holds in, shot blocked. Bulls. Comes outside the zone, flipped back in by Broats. Well, this is a man's game tonight. Very similar to what we've seen games like the A&M game, the NAU game. Oh, what a hit by Lessig on Alec Pellegrino. And the puck goes out of play. 6:59 remaining in the second. Barron good in the first on the power play. Halhanessian in the second on the power play. Things can't get much tighter. Faceoff will stay in the CSUN zone. Top lines out with Sharpshire and Ewan. FD against Bennett on the draw. Bennett just tries to hack it forward. Picked up by Sharpshire to Barron Guts. He'll deflect to neutral ice. First on an Enzer. Legale. Some nice pressure. Still on Enzer. It's taken by Hefty. Back to Ewan. Shoot. Stopped by Halleck. Cluster of players dig for it. Kicked along by Sharpshire to Barron Gut. Now Hefty couldn't handle the pass. Sun all the way down the ice. But that'll go for icing. 6:23 remaining in the second. Offensive zone face-off for the Matadors. They'll leave the top line out with Morales and Lauren, the new defensemen. Barron will take the draw against Bennett. Key face-off here, getting late in the second period. One clean lead to Lauren. Drive. Ooh, stopped by Halleck. Looked like it was going to go wide. But Halleck out of the top of the crease to make the save. Legale shoots, almost snuck through Halleck, but he's got it underneath him. Nice job by Legale to get the puck on goal. And the way Joey Halleck's been playing tonight, not exactly sharp, I would describe it. Put anything you can on him. Matadors get a chance off the icing call, but DU survives. Now the Rorick line. That was won by Desmond, held in by Lauren initially. Now it's skated out. Stevens deflected further by Desmond. DU comes up with the puck, sent out front. Kukas kicks it on. Seppi keeps it out. Desmond then, and he scores! DU on top for the first time tonight at 5:52. Desmond's team-leading 32nd goal of the season. My goodness, in just 24 games. That does not include last night games. The score sheet has not been uploaded, so we've had one tie and now one lead change in this game. Lessig with a drive, fought off by Halleck. Didn't see it until the very last second. Matadors still going at it. Plenty of time left in this hockey game. Lessig scores! Just 31 seconds later, Will Lessig, his first career goal, and the game's tied at 2. Lessig, the Montreal native, a junior at CSUN in his first year. And Halleck, again, never saw it coming from the point. This is the kind of game I wish the Matadors would play more often. And what I mean by that is the quality of opponents. Unfortunately, in California, it's a really down year, with the exception of San Diego State, possibly San Jose State. But it's been great hockey when the Matadors have played NAU, ASU, Wyoming, Texas A&M, and certainly again here tonight. 2-2 as we get late in the second. Norder will flip it wide of the net. Sharp shear to Obaya, can't clear, but now it's punched out by Blasco. Bowles picks up the lone assist on Lessig's goal, so Bowles makes up for his penalty. That was Bowles' 13th assist of the season, giving him 16 points on the year. What a final 24 minutes, maybe more, we have in store tonight at the Isoplex. Blasco tripped up, that'll be a penalty. Brote tries to drop for Abaya, touched up by Alec Pellegrino. Matadors' third power play at 4:04. And this is a big one. Alec Pellegrino once again head off for DU. Took the first penalty of the game, which resulted in a Matador goal. Matadors 1 for 2 tonight. Top unit starts. Hefty will take the draw. He'll pose him Jensen. A little bit of a delay. One of the refs having a chat with Brian Melblom, far side. All ready to go. Huge power play opportunity for CSUN. They control the draw. Morales shoots, deflected by Legale, didn't get on goal. Held in by Baron Guts. Baron Guts shoots, stopped by Halleck, rebound, cleared out. Matadors really putting a lot of rubber on Halleck, which is what they need to do. Lauren again, blocked by Legale. Lauren holds the zone. Lauren to Hefty. Cross ice, Baron Gut, fought off by Halleck. Good look there. And DU just clears out. 1:22 remaining on the power play. Lauren takes a couple of hacks from Yock, and it's cleared out by Jensen. DU will get wholesale changes. Here comes Lauren, a lot of ice. Fumbles the puck, works out to Legale. Legale drops for Hefty. Hefty shoots, deflection try, doesn't work. Baron got out front. Halleck makes a save, rebound creeps wide. Desmond can't get it past Lauren. Desmond again, trying to cut in on a shorthanded breakaway. But two Matadors get back. Desmond cuts out front, lost an edge, trying to draw a call, but the refs aren't buying it. Sent out front then for Desmond and I by Hefty. DU's been dangerous tonight on the PK. Legale in the zone onside, 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Morales checked off of the puck. Turned over, Legale shoots and scores! DU, a horrible turnover, and Legale scores on the power play. Matadors back on top at 2:19. Matadors now 2 for 3 on the power play. That's Legale's 9th goal of the season and his 2nd on the man advantage. Like both penalties taken by Alec Pellegrino have resulted in goals against. Game's been tied twice, and now we've had 2 lead changes. Under 2 to go in the second. This is a huge 2 minutes. That goal should go unassisted to Legale. Played in by Lug. Lesick on around for Borgugian. He'll leave it. Matadors clear out. Kiernan to Lug. Once again, he'll play it in deep. Once again, Lesick first on the puck. Around for right. Once again, he'll clear out. Same exact play. Right, laying the body. Another penalty coming up to DU. Well, they do give an assist to Tarek Morales and John Blasco, but that should be an unassisted goal. Matadors don't care, though. They pick up another power play goal. And as Yock goes to the box, Matadors back to the power play at 1:24. Matadors 2 for 3 on the power play. Can get some breathing room heading into the third, perhaps. Top units back out. Hefty against Kukas. Kukas wins the draw to Norder. He'll send it out. This will carry over should the Matadors not score. Kukas shoots, stopped by Seppi. Another shorthanded chance. Seppi makes a save. Yock gets a high sticking penalty. So far, this power play not looking too good for the Matadors. 44 seconds remaining in the period. That's all you need to know right now. Kiernan finds an open teammate, and it's sent all the way down. One last push for CSUN. Lauren to Hefty. Further, Morales. Morales holds up. Matadors are set up. Baron Gut to Lauren. Couldn't shoot. Now takes it. It's blocked. Kept alive. Hefty creeping in. Out front for Baron Gut. Fire stop by Halleck. Hefty with 7 seconds. Stick checked away by Kiernan. He'll just pin up the puck. Morales hits him. It comes free. That's the end of the second period. The Matadors survive. They give up the lead in the second period, but 2 late goals, and they have the lead again, 3-2, as we go to the third period. First of all, it was Hal Hennessian tying the game on the power play, followed by Desmond at even strength. Lessick, his first career goal at even strength, tied the game at 2. Legale on the power play gives the Matadors a 3-2 lead. We'll come back again during the intermission with more stats for you, and we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard. That's next on the Matadors Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Manotti into the second period, number 12, CSUN 3, number 7, Denver 2. Eli Barrongut scored the only goal of the first period on the power play at 11:38, tying Alex Ryans for the team lead with his 19th goal of the season, 5th on the power play, assisted by Garrett Hefty and Drew Legaly. In the second period, Denver tied the game at 9:31. Garrett Hauhenesse in his 5th goal of the season, assisted by Sam Yock and Shane Bennett. Also on the power play. At 5:52, Denver took the lead. Rebound goal from Brian Desmond, his team leading 32nd goal of the season from Chris Kukas and Michael Stevens at even strength. Matador struck back, though, just 31 seconds later. Will Lessick, his first career goal, and he's a Montreal native junior in his first year with the team. And it was assisted by Levi Bowles at even strength. At 2:19, Drew Legaly scored on the power play. DU turned the puck right over to him. Right now, Tarek Morales and John Blasco are being credited with assists, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be an unassisted goal for Drew Legaly. The Matadors don't care, though, as it snuck through Halleck. Legaly's 9th goal of the season and his 2nd on the power play. Going back to DU's power play goal, Hal Hennessian, that is his 2nd power play goal as well. CSUN 1 for 3 on the power, make it 2 for 3 on the power play. Look at the remainder of their 4th power play to begin the 3rd period. Denver is 1 for 2 on the power play. Special teams have played a big role tonight so far. Shots on goal in the 2nd period. Matadors beating the Pioneers 12-9. Total shots on goal 23-20 favor the Matadors. When we come back, we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard as things are pretty much in full swing again in the ACHA. Huge 3rd period looming as well. Matadors hold a 3-2 lead on the Matadors Sports Network. Once again, back at the Simi Valley Isoplex, I'm Travis Van Ode. Into the second period. Number 12, Cal State Northridge 3. Number 7, Denver 2. Time to take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Obviously, it being 11:40 Pacific time, that would be 12:40 Mountain time. You would think most of the games around the ACHA West region would be done. I know number 3, Northern Arizona, beat up on Grand Canyon tonight in Prescott by a 10-0 score. Utah State also won. They're the 4th-ranked team in the West region. Cal State Fullerton beats, actually that game's not over. They are beating UC San Diego right now 5-4. That was, of course, Denver's opponent last night. Denver beat Fullerton 10-0. San Jose State is hosting Western Washington. The Spartans trying to get back in the top 20, and so far so good. They beat Western Washington tonight 5-1. And UCSB is playing Chapman tonight. Dallas Baptist, their game goes 12-4. Not sure. Dallas Baptist won tonight, 12-4. That's a good result for the Patriots. Northern Colorado is actually playing DePaul in Chicago this weekend. Northern Colorado right now is the 5th-ranked team in the West region. And they tied DePaul 2-2. DePaul's in the Central region. UNC, good for them going out of their region, playing a quality team in DePaul. Not exactly sure where they're ranked right off the top of my head, but I think DePaul has a pretty quality program. Let's see if we can get any more scores here quickly for you. It doesn't look like it, but pretty much all the top teams won. Well, result from last night, the Matadors' opponent tomorrow night, BYU. They come up just short against number 2 UNLV in Vegas, 4-3. Got to watch the last 5 minutes of that game. And BYU was down 4-1. They made it 4-3. That's a pretty good result for BYU. We're being told that the assists will stand for the Drew Legale goal. So give assists again to Tarek Morales and John Blasco on the power play as Legale potted the goal to give the Matadors a 3-2 lead. Matadors win leading after 2 periods of play this year. All right, perfect 15-0. They're 4-0 here at home. Denver, when trailing after 2 periods of play this year, 0-7, 0-1. They're 0-3 on the road. But again, just throw those records out. This has been an extremely close game. Not much separating these two teams. It could go any way in the 3rd period. Matadors need this win against a top 10 team. Currently, the Matadors only have 1 win against a top 10 team. That's San Diego State. They've also lost to San Diego State and lost to NAU. So a top 10 win would be absolutely huge for the Matadors' chances to make regionals for the first time in Division II. And Denver, of course, they want to keep at least the top 8 ranking, so that way they don't have to play in the first round of regionals. It's pretty much decided Denver is going to go to regionals in some form or another, whether or not they're going to have to play in that first round, be it the 9 through 12 spots, or if they, get to advance to the second round automatically with a top 8 finish. Right now, Denver would play Weber State in the second round of regionals. That would be the 6-7 matchup. That would be a heck of a game. Northern Colorado and Greeley is hosting this year. So right now the second round matchups would be NAU against the lowest winning team from the first round, Utah State against the highest winning team from the first round, and Northern Colorado would play Metro State. So a Colorado showdown there. Was told as well, Vincent Seppi took a shot off the left side of his mask, and he was icing it in between periods. So we'll see who plays in net for the Matadors in this huge 3rd period. Matadors start the 3rd period, 36 seconds remaining on their 4th power play, as Sam Yock continues to sit for high sticking. Brandon Calvo has his helmet off, so it looks like Vincent Seppi will play in the third period. Just took a high, fast one. Again, iced his left jaw during the intermission, and he is making his way out into the crease. Matadors will be looking for some insurance early on in the third period. Top unit's going to start. Hefty, Legale, Barongut with Morales and Lauren on the points. Settle in. This is going to be one heck of a third period. Matadors once again banging their sticks on the boards. They knew right from the puck drop how important this game was going to be. And Denver will play it into Matador territory. Lauren chips it around Bennett. Bennett regathers, sends to Jensen. Jensen gets around Lauren, taken over by Barongut. Barongut loses to Jensen, blocks the centering pass. Matadors having trouble possessing the puck on the clean sheet of ice. Barongut flushed out by Bennett, sends to Hefty. Tape to tape, Lauren. 7 seconds remaining on the power play. Lauren drops for Legale. Now Hefty curls away from Jensen. Yak back out on the ice. Matadors now 2 for 4 on the power play. Just 45 seconds into the third. Barongut centering pass blocked by Jensen. Legale once more. Back for Morales. Shoots wide of the net. Both teams standing up on the benches. I know how big this game is. Second of 4 in Southern California for Denver. First of back-to-back games against top 10 teams for the first time this season for CSUN. Huge weekend for both teams. Matadors also trying to beat Denver for the first time ever. Denver beat them the 2012-2013 season 3-1, and 2 seasons ago 9-1. Matadors trying to get something going offensively. Norder can't steal the puck from Pang. Now it comes free to Stevens. Stevens almost gives up the puck to Rorik. Falls to the ice and it's punched back in by Lesick. Desmond now for the Pioneers. Gets around right, and Rorik dishes off. Kukis, little chip play in deep, first on the puck. He's hit by Lesick. These are the top guns for DU. Kukis walks out front, stopped by Seppi. Rebound big, kicked out by Seppi. Another try, and Kukis scores. Boy, Seppi did all he could. Matadors couldn't clear the puck. Kukis strikes, and at 17:52, it's tied at 3. There's way too many kicks at the can for DU. Kukis has a multi-point game, his 11th of the season, giving him now 14 goals on the year. He now has a 12-game point scoring streak. Third time the game's been tied. And we told you, throw out the statistics in this one. This game could finish any number of ways. None of them would surprise me. Sharpshare trying to clear, held him by Sun. Sharpshare again. Desmond and Stevens pick up the assists. Stevens has 2 assists tonight. It's his third 2-assist game of the season. He's an Anchorage, Alaska native, a junior at DU. Desmond also has a multi-point game, his team best 15th on the year. So it's the big guns for DU that have led the way offensively tonight. 3 minutes into the third, and it's a brand new hockey game once again. Bennett tries to curl it in front. It's blocked. Yak shoots off the side of the net. Bennett out of the reach of Yak. Broke can't clear. Morales banks to Alaya. Matadors are onside. From the outside, it's stopped by Halleck. Lauren a drive. I believe it did get on Halleck. Skips out of play. Brian Jensen mixed up in the slot. 16:34 remaining in the third. So glad you've tuned in tonight. Matadors' first home game of 2017. One of the most important weekends of the season. Number 9 BYU looms tonight. Matadors want to get back to where they were just last week. 9th or higher in the West region. Face-off remains in the zone. Top lines out with Bowles and Lessick. And the top guns are out for DU as well. Kukas and Desmond. Hefty wins the draw cleanly to Bowles. Shovel it on around. Lessick activates. Pops the stick of Hefty, and it's taken by Kiernan. Kiernan to Desmond. Will get it past Bowles. Lessick to Hefty. He's given a rough ride. Back in Kukas. Kukas to Desmond all alone. And it squeaks through Seppi. Denver back on top at 16:05. Desmond's second goal of the game. Team leading 33rd on the year. And for Desmond, his 10th two-goal game of the season. It's now the third lead change of the game. Kukas picks up the lone assist. So Kukas with a goal and 2 assists tonight, giving him 9 two-assist games on the season. It's been the Desmond and Kukas show tonight. Matadors trying to answer quickly. Still lots of time remaining in the third. Not even 5 minutes in. Strong push by DU, and now they have a 3-on-2. Norder drops for Hal Hennessy and shoots wide. Seppi might have got a piece. Rorick leaves for Wright. Wright will flip it in. Matadors need a change. Goen can't hold the zone. It's picked up by Ewan. Ewan will head off to complete the change. This deep pair of Morales and Lauren has got to pick it up in the third. Hasn't exactly been the best game for those two. Really strong game from Mason Ewan. Will Lessick. Morales touches up the puck, and Denver's going to get a power play. Cross-checking at 14:34. West goes to the box. First penalty of the third period. Denver's third power play. They're 1 for 2 tonight. Baron Gut hacks the puck outside the zone. Nice play from Baron Gut. He's out with Legaly, Bowles, and Lessick. Hartman dishes off. Bringing it inside the zone. Desmond. Desmond's looking for the hat trick. Back to Hartman. Wanted to shoot but fumbled the puck. Bowles loses his stick. It's picked up by Desmond. Hartman again. Sent out front. Deflected in by Kiernan. crisp puck movement by DU. Another power play goal at 13:59. DU's got the first 2-goal lead of the hockey game at 5-3. Kiernan's second goal of the season, first on the power play. This has been a nightmare start for the Matadors in this third period. Denver now 2 for 3 on the power play. And the Matadors have called timeout. This is a smart timeout. Matadors started this third period with a 3-2 lead. Back-to-back-to-back goals. Kukas, Desmond, and now Kiernan on the power play. And the Matadors are down 2. You knew DU was going to come. Five-on-five hockey. The Matadors' top line starts with Ewan and Sharpshire, the defenseman. For a change, Desmond and Kukas are not on the ice for DU. Those are 2 special hockey players. Both California natives. Remember, Desmond from Coto de Caza, Kukas from Brentwood. See if the Matadors can chip away at this deficit. Out front, hefty shot stopped by Halleck. Alec Pellegrino picks up the primary assist. And I believe Hartman will pick up the secondary assist. But that was a depth goal for DU. Again, Kieran's just second goal of the season, first on the power play. Good shift. Oh, what a hit. Hefty, but that's going to be a penalty. Things continue to not go the Matadors' way in this third period. Looked like a solid hit from Hefty. They're going to call kneeing at 13-12. DU back to the power play. Denver's 4th power play. Special teams have been huge tonight. Both teams have scored twice on the man advantage. This one is a must-kill for the Matadors. DU scores, and that might be it. It'll take a miraculous comeback. Rourke, Blasco, Lauren, and Morales start the PK. And the 2 top guns are not out for DU. It's the second unit that starts. Bennett back up top. Bennett to Jensen, not a good pass. Cross ice, settled by Yock. Pressured well by Blasco. Zone held by Jensen. Now Morales will clear it out. And it's a 5-minute major as well to Hefty. This is a major power play for Denver. And also, of course, that's going to kill off time until about the 8-minute mark, 7-8-minute mark of the third period. And I just don't know that that call warrants a 5-minute major. DU looking to ice this game. Alec Pellegrino to Kukas as the top guns are now out. Pellegrino shoots, stopped by Seppi. And he's got it underneath him. Lauren is still going at it. Morales looks like drops the gloves. Frustrating third period for the Matadors. Things have not gone their way. Morales still having to be restrained, and it was Lauren actually who dropped. Actually, both Morales and Lauren dropped the gloves. It's been a frustrating game for that defensive pair. Lauren's in the box. One thing you can't be is undisciplined against a team like Denver. Denver was a little more undisciplined than the Matadors in the second period. Matadors made them pay. In the third period, the script has been flipped. Morales goes to the box, and for DU, Enzer. .355 remaining on Hefty's major for kneeing. And Denver will most likely get a two-man advantage here. Credit Denver. They came out in this third period and absolutely steamrolled the Matadors. Nothing put up on the board yet. Sharpshare and Bennett trying to get a handle on things, as you see. Head coach for DU, Dean Clements, calling his troops over. Matadors as well will go to the bench. Denver trying to get back to regionals. They missed out last year. It was the first time they missed a regional since 2012. Seemed to always be a player in the West region. Still lots of time for the Matadors. 12:07 remaining in the third. Deficit's 2. They've got to get their heads back in it, and that was partly why the Gales called the timeout. It was a very smart timeout. Unfortunately, things haven't really gotten better for the Matadors since the timeouts after the last DU goal. Morales and Lauren both given, at the very least, game misconducts. So it's the second game in a row Morales has gotten a game misconduct. And that really hurts the Matadors. Both of their top D pair, I should say, out of the game. And Enzer looks like he'll get a game misconduct as well. Enzer is heading off the ice. Again, that first goal for Kukis that tied the game was just hard work by DU. Matadors couldn't clear the slot. Game misconduct for both John Michael Lauren and Tarek Morales. Got the word downstairs. Nobody is gone in the box for either side to serve penalties. Matadors played very well the first 40 minutes. This third period has been just a disaster. Again, against good teams like DU, you got to play a full 60 minutes. You can't let up. Matadors knew they needed to bring their A game tonight. Sharpshare now has a handle on things. Reporting to the Gales. We're now past midnight Pacific time. It's past 1 o'clock Mountain time for all of you watching in Colorado. Certainly appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Now, Bennett will report back to Clements. Seemed like DU just kind of got in the heads of the Matadors in this third period. That really hasn't happened this season. Even against NAU, the Matadors' toughest opponent to date, the Ice Jacks really didn't get in the heads of the Matadors. It was the same exact thing, actually. In the third period, Matadors were trailing by 1. NAU came out in the third and just steamrolled CSUN. They scored 3 straight goals to put the game out of reach. This is different. Obviously, the CSUN faithful not exactly happy. It all started with the knee by Garrett Hefty that gave DU a 5-minute major. And that scrum in front that Morales, Lauren, and Enzer were involved in. So DU, they'll play at LMU tomorrow, and they'll finish up at San Diego State Sunday. Going back to Colorado after that. DU should take care of LMU handedly tomorrow. That's going to be a good game Sunday against San Diego State. Certainly interested to see how it plays out. DU 1-0 so far on this SoCal road trip. Beat Fullerton last night 10-0. That's going to be the weakest team they're going to play in SoCal. Then it would be LMU, and then you'd have to put CSUN and San Diego State on the same pedestal right now because they've each beaten the other by 1 goal this year. The possible WCHC championship game matchup, if it comes to fruition, would certainly settle the season series between those two teams. That might decide which California team gets to go. No other California teams have a chance. I mean, Cal, yes, is ranked 14th, but their strength of schedule I don't think is going to get them anywhere. I'm just kind of surprised they're still 14th. They've had to forfeit a couple of games this year against UCLA, yet they're still ranked 14th. It's very interesting. But it's San Diego State and or CSUN. It's going to go to regionals. And possible WCHC championship game matchup may decide that. Also, of course, what the Matadors can do the rest of the way tonight. And tomorrow against number 9 BYU. Sharpshare's motioning to Morales and Lauren. They might not be getting game misconducts. They might be allowed to come back out onto the ice. Getting word from downstairs, 2 and 10s for everyone. So they're going to be eligible to come back in this game with 7 seconds left. 12:07 remaining in the third. But they're still not kicked out of the game. So that means Enzer allowed to come back as well. Alec Pellegrino's in the box for DU. Looks like he'll serve the minor for Enzer. it seems like all this is going to offset. But the Matadors should be down 2 men, as nobody else has gone in the box for DU. This is just taking forever to sort out. This should have been taken care of a long, long time ago. Reffing has been decent tonight, I would say. They've let the teams play for the most part. The CSUN dressing room door is open. Looks like Morales and Lauren are hastily putting their equipment back on. I mean, they've been given 2s and 10s. They're not coming back in this game for a while. So I say let's just drop the puck and get this game going. And they can come back when they're ready. Alec Pellegrino now getting out of the DU penalty box. Finally ready to resume play. Well, again, looks like 2s and 10s for Enzer of DU. Morales and Lauren for CSUN. And they do have their equipment back on. Coming back out onto the ice. So there go Morales and Lauren. Ready to resume play. Matadors need 2 to tie. Plenty of time to do it. 12:05 now left, but they got to kill off another 3:53 of Garrett Hefty's major for kneeing, and it's DU's 4th power play. They have done well on the power play tonight, going 2 for 3 so far. Oh, look, hockey. Hartman back up top, Kukas. Alec Pellegrino shoots over top. Lauren gets 2 for holding and a 10-minute misconduct. Morales gets 2 for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. Jonathan Miller gets 2 for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. And Enzer gets 2, as that shot is held by Seppi and a 10. So 2 2s and 10s aside. That's the reason it's still a 5-on-4 for DU. 3 minutes exactly remaining in their major power play. 11-12 remaining in the third. Glasgow wins the draw. It's held in by Yak. Yak down the wing. They'll get it back. DU obviously in no hurry. Up 2. They get another one, and that'll pretty much do it, I think, at that point. Nice job by Ewan to pressure. Taken back by Bennett. Ewan gives Bennett a shove. It's definitely been a physical game tonight. Bennett trying to create some space. Rourke sticking to him. Now Yak wide of the net, and it'll come down the ice. Wholesale changes for the Matadors. Brote, Borgugian, Lessick, and Bulls are now out. 2:12 remaining on the power play. Bennett winding it up through center. Little chip play around Lessick. Shot blocked by Bulls, and it'll go into the netting. 10:13 remaining in the third. 2:01 to go on the major. Once the Matadors kill this, hopefully they survive, they really need to get on the horse offensively. Barron, Gutt, and Legale come out. Barron, Gutt against Alec Pellegrino on the draw. Stalemate. Eventually comes to Bowles, pressured by Anthony Pellegrino. Dug free by Alec. Lessick steals. Alec sends back up top Kukas. Now Hartman, one touches right to Legale, who will send it off of Hartman's stick. Nice job by Berengut to steal. Berengut trying to cut in shorthanded. Denied by Kukas. Fires then off of Halleck. Nice job by Berengut to stick with it and still get a shot on Joey Halleck. Anthony Pellegrino will shovel it on around. Seppi tees it up for Bowles. Alec Pellegrino holds in. Now Legale. Knocked down by Alec Pellegrino. In deep, Desmond, who's still looking for the hat trick. Back up top, Hartman. Hartman to Kukas. Desmond to Hartman. Cross ice denied by Berengut. Kukas blocks. And Legale will send it packing. 55 seconds remaining on the major. Quick up from Hartman. Taken by Borgugian and sent down. Nice penalty killing by the Matadors. They're almost out of the woods. Borgugian steps up. Oh boy, 2-on-1 for DU. Shot by Yak. Seppi with the save. Yak to Bennett. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Yak shoots, stick save Seppi. Nice forecheck by Bennett. Back to Jensen. Yak one-timer scores! Another power play goal. 14 seconds to go. And at 8:26 to use up 3. Yak's 16th goal of the season, 5th on the power play. DU is now 3 for 4 on the man advantage tonight, and their last 2 goals have come on the power play. It's now 4 straight by DU in this third period. Remember, they came in trailing 3-2. Just surgical comeback in the third period for the Pioneers. Hefty's out of the box. Matadors give up 1 on the major. Hefty steals. Matadors need 1 quickly to get back in the game. Pang will shovel it in deep. Jensen and Bennett pick up the assists. That's Bennett's 2nd assist of the game, giving him 3 2-assist games on the year. Seven and a half remaining. Kukas clears out to Desmond. The California boy Desmond makes the prudent play. Seppi holds on. Four goals given up by the Matadors in the third ties a season high in third periods. You guessed it, NAU was the first team to do it. Arguably the Matadors' best first and second periods of the season tonight. Arguably their worst third period of the season for the third period team. That is the Matadors. I think the goal now is the puck shot out of play is to get this deficit down to 2 or 1 so it looks better for the rankings. Obviously, DU 5 spots higher than the Matadors. They're expected to win this hockey game, but if the Matadors can get this thing down to, a 2 or 1 goal differential, they would look that much better in the computer ranking. 6:53 remaining in the third. Ewan can't get around the third Pioneer, sent all the way down. Icing Offensive zone face-off for the Matadors. We'll see if they can do anything with it. They put the top line out right away. Remember, Morales and Lawrence still serving 10-minute misconducts. Hefty wins the draw. And Matadors can't get a shot. Aaron got back in, offside. What a job by Denver. Showing why they're the 7th ranked team in the West region and having a bounce back year. Matadors did a lot of good things tonight. Can't be all doom and gloom. And as I said, the first 40 minutes were arguably the best 40 minutes they've put together. Blocker save Seppi on Rubin. They need to remember what they did in the first and second periods tomorrow night against BYU, a game they have to win now. Matadors go 0 for 2 this weekend, and their regionals hopes will be on life support. Hefty. A couple of Matadors head to the net when he can't get it there. BYU continues to improve year by year. It's not going to be easy tomorrow night. As I said during the second intermission, they lost just by 1 at UNLV last night. First game of their road trip here in the Southwest, we'll call it. Nice job by Legale to steal, send through Hefty. It'll go wide of the net and icing. 5:31 remaining in the third. Kukas against West on the draw. Shoving on around for Baron Guts. Now Bulls. Chip back in by Sun. Sharp share for Bulls. Matadors have actually 3 defensemen out there right now. They need to get it out and get a change. West stood up. Sharp share, a little chip play to himself. Kukas is back. What a game for Chris Kukas. Lessig with a drive, stopped by Halleck, big rebound. Sharpshare couldn't fire, then fired wide by West. Good look there for CSUN, but DU survives. Kukas will play it on Seppi. They'll keep it held. .438 remaining. See if Matadors can get at least 1 here. Such a disappointing ending to an incredible hockey game through 2 periods. Matadors need 1 more. Borgugian against Kukas on the draw. Borgugian kicked out for going. Hopefully the Matadors will get Alex Ryans back tomorrow as well. They've certainly missed their captain the last 3 games, particularly the last 2 against A&M in Denver. Alec Pellegrino, checked by Bulls. Now met by Rourke. Bulls all the way down the ice. Getting back to force the icing, Phipps. 4:05 left. 1-0 CSUN after the first. 3-2 CSUN after the second. So this will be the first game this season the Matadors will lose after leading after the first and second periods. Shot by Hal Hennessy, stopped by Seppi. His mask comes off. They score, but they wave it off. Absolutely the right call, obviously. With Seppi's mask popping off. Seppi's played a good third period, despite getting hit up high with a shot. On the left side of his face, he was icing it in between the second and third periods, but he hasn't been the problem in the third period. DU just flexing their muscles. Seppi's played a very strong game for the Matadors tonight. 3:59 left. Matadors just want to get out of here, I think, at this point. Rest up for tomorrow. School starts next week for the Matadors. Brandon Calvoda may come in. He's up on the boards. Some talk about whether or not we would see Calvoda in the third period because of the high shot on Seppi. Seppi looks good to go. This third period has taken forever to play as well. Seppi stays in. Hefty against Jensen on the draw. He wins it to Sharpshire. Off of Legale. Barron gut to Hefty. Nice pass. Hefty denied by Sun. Sharpshire creeping in. Centering pass denied. Yock sends ahead 2-on-2. Hartman drops for Yock. Wide. Hefty the other way as things open up. Sharpshire tried to drop it, didn't work out. Played out by DU. Lusick back in, CSUN's onside. Be interesting to hear the Gales' take on what went wrong in this third period. 3 minutes to go. Lusick, who continues to have a strong game. Very confident tonight as well. Shot by Brote. Blocker save Halleck. Ewan now. Shoot stick save Halleck. And it's out of play. Face-off will remain in the zone. It would be great for Mason Ewan to get his first career goal tonight. He has certainly deserved a goal tonight with his play. He stays out there with Bowles. Lusick, the lone defenseman that changes. Last goal line is out. DU centerman kicked out. Phipps carries the mail. Lug to the Matador stripe. First on it, Rubin. Angled off nicely. Another good defensive play by Mason Ewan. Ewan still tangled up. Ewan, it looks like it's going to be offsetting, but he's wondering what he's getting a penalty for, and quite frankly, I don't know what Ewan's getting a penalty for. This time I watched what was going on. Ewan really didn't do anything, but I think the refs want to keep things calm. So Ewan and Rubin go to the box. And again, as you can kind of see, Morales and Lauren still serving their 10-minute misconducts. They'll be eligible to come back with 7 seconds to go in the game. 2:27 to go. And Enzer never came back for DU. And as well, Miller never came back for DU. They both got 2s and 10s in that ruckus. West banks it up the wing. So we play 4-on-4 for the first time tonight. Stretch pass Anthony Pellegrino couldn't get there. Bowles curl away from Pellegrino, send to Sharpshire. Sharpshire through Bowles, wasn't expecting the pass. Bowles hits Pellegrino. He'll shove him back. Bowles wrestles Pellegrino down, gives him another shove. And Pellegrino, array from Barron Gut. Bowles has got to be careful. He's starting to get heated. Matadors cannot afford any DQs for tomorrow. Norder trying to get around Bowles. Backhands wide. West clears it out. Back to get it Phipps. Phipps to Kukas. Stood up by Lessick. Now Rorik. 1 minute to go. 2-on-3 for CSUN. Rorik loses an edge. Blasco drops for Legale. Shot stick save by Halleck. Two on three for Denver. Kukas try to feed Desmond out of his reach. One more shift for Desmond, trying to get the hat trick. Half a minute to go. Then a CSUN net is dislodged. The Matadors, again, just need to forget about this third period in its entirety. Just build on what worked in the first two periods for tomorrow's game against BYU, which is a must-win. Denver has called timeout. The games against BYU have been tight. It's going to be a good one tomorrow. Both teams have used their timeout. Both in this third period. Matadors called timeout after the fifth DU goal. It was the third in a row in this third period. Things didn't get better after the timeout. In fact, they got worse with the 5-minute major. 5 seconds to go, 4-on-4 play. Ewan and Rubin ready to come out. Rourke against Jensen on the draw. Back to 5-on-5 hockey with 25 seconds left. Well, so the Matadors lost to NAU by 3. Looks like they're going to lose to Denver tonight by 3. Would have liked to have seen that goal differential narrowed. We'll see how the rankings shake out. Denver, a dominant third period, and they take it 6-3. What a game for the dynamic duo of Chris Kukas and Brian Desmond. Desmond, 2 goals and an assist. Kukas with a goal and 2 assists. CSUN 2 for 4 on the power play. Denver 3 for 4. The game-winning goal was the 4th goal for Denver. Desmond, it's his team-leading 4th game-winning goal of the season. Game was tied 3 times. There were 3 lead changes. Losing goaltender is Vincent Seppi, drops his record to 8-2. 0-1, gave up all 6 goals, and Joey Halleck picks up the win, improves to 5-3, 0-1 on the season. So he gave up all 3 goals. So the Matadors have lost 2 straight on home ice, dating back to the San Diego State game after they won their first 8 home games. Overall, they're now 25-0-1, and this is their first losing streak of the season. So it took this long for the Matadors to lose consecutive games, but they do. They'll try and fix that tomorrow night against BYU. Denver improves their record to 15-8, 1-1 as they head into LMU and then San Diego State. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for staying up late with us. We'll be back tomorrow. Matadors facing off against number 9 BYU at 8:30 p.m. We'll have the pregame show. I'm Travis Van Odie. Final score, number 7 Denver 6, number 12 Cal State Northridge 3 on the Matadors Sports Network. Good night.